What's up, my crypto legends? The S&P 500 is breaking down from this neckline of this head and shoulder pattern. However, we are testing here the highs from August of 2022. Is this going to be a successful breakout, or is it going to be a massive fake out and we're going to form a descending wedge structure here for the S&P 500? I'm going to explain, looking at the Bitcoin chart here, what are the levels that you need to pay attention for the next big swing trade setup, guys. So make sure to stay tuned. Hi there, Andy here. Welcome back to another episode of Bitcoinsensus. Let's dive in here straight into the chart here on the S&P 500 because yes, you might think to yourself, oh my goodness, we are breaking here the neckline from this head and shoulder structure as you can see here on the chart. However, is this a legit breakout? When we go to the lower time frames, there is hardly any volume here. The volume is going down, so the possibility of a huge massive bounce is there, guys. Okay, I know a lot of people must be eyeing this saying, okay, this is looking extremely bearish. The DXY is likely to collapse here. The measured move target here from this head and shoulder is getting here the high of the head to the low, and that projected move would be coming all the way down to 4,100 points approximately. Now, if we do zoom out here, we can see that that is in confluence with the point of control of this entire range of the last 2 years of price action. So no doubt we would be getting a solid bounce from that level. However, what if we do not break out? What if this is a fake out? Because we are just testing here this crucial pivot high here from August of 2022. So very possible that this is a fake out and we are going to get a bounce here from this level if we do not break here in the next coming hours. The recovery can be pretty insane here for the rest of the week, forming a possible descending wedge structure here. Okay, so this is a crucial pivot point here for the S&P 500. It can definitely here be a fake out and get a huge bounce here to test here the lower high resistance trend line. If this bounce were to happen in between today and tomorrow, how can that affect here the price of Bitcoin to get into a massive swing trade position? Now, if you are interested in doing any type of trading, you want to go to the best trading platform, which is Bybit, guys. Bybit has a huge amount of cryptocurrencies, very large in volume. They have an insane bonus down below in the description of $30,000. As you can see right there, you can claim it with the link that is down below in the description, guys. Also, if you do not want to do KYC, the best option is Bitflex, guys. No KYC. You get $10 if you deposit $100 and place a trade, guys. Let's dive in here to analyze the situation. What will be the best trading opportunity here for a swing long position? Now, obviously, we do have some support level where we're currently trading at this moment. I want to do higher time frame Elliott wave theory and the possibilities here that we do have for the next coming days. I want to let you understand that the price of Bitcoin is at some support here. The support here is the point of control from this range created from the 18th of August till today. As you can see, that point of control is where we're sitting at this moment. We'll be zooming in here in the next coming minutes. However, let's understand that, yes, we've had a beautiful rally this year, okay, from January all the way till July. I want to go with a little bit of Elliott wave theory to make you understand here what are the possibilities. There are several different counts here on the macro, looking at this as 1 wave, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And right now, we are forming an ABC corrective move. Now, we've already had the A wave potentially, and the reason why is because we have formed 5 waves here to the downside. How? We got the pivot high here from the 13th of July at 31,800, being a 1 wave right there, 2 here corrective wave, 3 very impulsive, 4th wave right there, and the 5th wave already here testing the lows here from the 18th of August. So you could arguably discuss that this A wave count has already been completed, meaning that there is 5 waves already here. So what we could expect possibly here is that we are going to create a higher low because we want 3 waves right now to create that B wave. Is there a possibility to go to $30,000 here in the next coming days, potentially by next week, and then have a huge major drop, guys? Absolutely, yes, there is definitely a possibility. So we're going to zoom in here and analyze the situation. Can we create a higher low here with this price action to then form a third wave here to the upside to complete that B wave to then get a huge, massive crash here to the end of the year? We're going to analyze that right away, guys. Of course, there is the other possibility that this is an ABC flat, okay, where the 5 waves have already happened from here. 1, 2, 3, 4 right there. This being an ABC flat. 5, and right now we are creating an ABC flat right over here, and we do need to test beneath this low. So that would be also a great swing long opportunity where you are going to dip beneath the June low right over here, but you are going to manage to fake out from it and then create a huge massive wave here to the upside. So that level is extremely important, guys. The June lows, depending on how it is tested here on the spot exchanges, it could be a massive fake out. So what we would be looking for here is a massive breakdown here, consolidation, possibly a double bottom scenario beneath this level. That would be a clear sign of a fake out, guys, and you want to long here on the double bottom if we were to create that double bottom scenario. Of course, there is the scenario of creating that swing failure pattern on the spot exchanges where you have a massive dip and then you start recovering, and obviously you would be expecting here higher prices for the weeks to come after that fake out, being that flat ABC structure. That is definitely also a possibility, a huge massive fake out from the June lows. Let's go with the first scenario that I talked about, where we are looking for that B wave here to the upside. That is not going to be bullish, guys. There is certain lower highs there that are very here interesting for a possible liquidity grab, right? Which is that $30,100 range. This level over here. Now, like I explained, we've had already 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 creating another lower low, as you can see right there. And on a B wave, you would want 3 waves, right? Already creating this first wave in September and this corrective wave here for the last week. And you would expect here possibly a higher low. Where can we find that higher low? Where can the price get that bounce? Of course, this scenario is only valid if we do get a huge, massive bounce on the stock market, S&P 500. We are going to know that by the end of the day. So if we start breaking down, guys, I think that this scenario is going to be invalidated, and we would be looking for the June lows to be claimed here in the coming days if we were to get that breakdown here on the S&P 500. Bitcoin is likely to follow with a huge, massive drop. So it's very important to understand what is going to happen at the end of the day. Is the S&P 500 going to manage to recover from the bounce here of the August high of 2022 to form this possible descending wedge and come and test the highs, okay, here of the lower highs? Definitely a possibility. We need to see how the day ends. If we're ending the day here breaking through, then this scenario is invalidated for me, guys. I don't see the chance of creating a higher low at this range to form here 3 waves to the upside. Now, on an ABC corrective move, we know that the Fibonacci extension 1.618, if we do get the pivot low here to this pivot high, to a higher low, depending on where it's created, we can see that that 1.618 is right over here at the $30,400. That would be just claiming here these highs for that liquidity grab to form that 3-wave structure ABC here, hitting the 618. You'll be also hitting the 7.8 Fibonacci from this pivot high to the pivot low. You can see it's in confluence with this range. How much confluence we do have there, guys? 7.8 Fibonacci. We got all of these highs for that liquidity grab and a possible 3rd wave formation here that will last potentially about a week or 2. Definitely a possibility here that I do see if the S&P 500 does manage to hold this level and gets a huge bounce here in the coming days. So we need to analyze that situation. If we do have another leg down, where can we get supported here for Bitcoin? Let's zoom in on the lower time frames and understand this range that we are in right now. The range that we've been here for the last 4 weeks, okay? We have the value area of this trading range. We are currently getting bounced from the point of control. Of course, this low over here is very interesting. Can we come back down here and create a double bottom? It is definitely a possibility. This is something that I am eyeing with the Legends community. On the other side, if we were to come all the way down to the value area low and attempt a breakout, the level that I'm looking at here is a possible fake out from this range. If we do form that kind of double bottom structure, then obviously I would be looking for that long position. We formed a small little double bottom right there and had a massive recovery. If you do go to the lower time frames, you can see a low and then the low tested and a massive rise. So this value area low is very interesting. We do have the 7-8 Fibonacci from pivot low to pivot high right over there. It could have an attempt in breaking through to create that higher low, that second wave, okay, the B wave right there, to then form a C wave massively here to go to $30,000 in the next 1 to 2 weeks. It is definitely an opportunity here. It's definitely a possibility. We are eyeing this zone. Can the point of control hold? And this has been it, guys, and we're going to get a massive rise. I would prefer lower, to be honest. But if the S&P 500 starts getting the bounce from this range, of course, it is definitely a possibility. It can be soon. We can come all the way up here to test the value area high of the range, then come down and then possibly get the rise here for the next 1 to 2 weeks entering into October. October has been usually a massive bullish month for Bitcoin. It seems like September is in a loss slightly, okay, like the average months here in September, as you can see from other years. October has been an extremely bullish month for Bitcoin on average. So yes, we can expect that that is definitely a possibility. I think this is absolutely a pipe dream, that no way Bitcoin is going to go to $30,000. Remember, a lot of people are bearish. A lot of people see lower prices. We do move in waves here. The market moves in waves. And of course, this would be also forming a possible head and shoulder structure here, as you can see, if we were to come to $30,000. So the overall best swing trade short position would be right over here. Here you would be looking for that $25,000. That's over a $5,000 drop and potentially even lower. That would be the greatest swing short position that we could get into here on Bitcoin. Of course, for a long position at this moment, the point of control from this range, it is very hard. I would like lower, to be honest. If the price starts rising from here, then I'll be looking for some other trade setups. Of course, there is day trading setups as well that I'm looking here with the Legends community. If you want to join, you do have the link in the description. That is the Discord, guys. Daily updates and setups here for Bitcoin trading. Diving in here again, guys, we are getting a small little bounce. My preferred zone here to see if we are going to hold is the value area low. See if we can form here a second B wave to then form a C wave that can be absolutely massive, going to the 1.618 extension here from pivot low to this pivot high. If we go to the pivot low right there, then obviously that 1.618 is in confluence to this zone right there, the 7-8 Fibonacci pivot high to the pivot low, as you can see, $30,300 range, and of course forming that possible head and shoulder structure, meaning that we're likely going to break down after that. People will be getting excited, people will be getting bullish, spot Bitcoin ETF, and that is the moment that we need to be extremely cautious, guys, because very likely this will be October, but November is possibly going to be very bearish. Something to point out, guys, some levels, some trading ideas. Smash up the like button if you've enjoyed this quick little update on technical analysis on the projected moves that could happen here in the coming days. If you want more updates, you have the Legends community, and I will see you in the next video.